how do you instruct people when it comes to finding good resources when so many resources actually seem to be closed?
Um, just like Dr. April said, our organization is definitely following a lot of the CDC recommendations. We're trying to get as much information out as possible. I'm kind of fighting to get a social media page so that we can have something unique to dedicated to the community. The background of our organization is grassroots. Um, that's how we've done a majority of our marketing over the years. We have um, 13,000 members in Chester alone between our plans. So we definitely want to make sure we stay connected and have something unique. That's why they wanted to put that brick and mortar there. But with this pandemic, it's definitely had us reassess the new way of business. So, again, everybody's trying to kind of adjust to what the needs are, trying to get over some fears because we still have to go on with life, but we just need to be smart about how we move forward. We're thinking about like programs that we have to do in person, maybe staggering the invitations to have people come and get their screenings as needed. Of course, we're pushing back, our organization keeps pushing our start date back to return,
Right.
and they're trying to figure it out as they go also. So I think you made an excellent point about us still continuing to kind of keep those things. I think because the weather's kind of getting warm, people have kind of gotten laxed and, comfortable thinking, it's over, but we still have to be cautious. And to comment on what Dr. Pauline also said, you're absolutely right. A lot of what our requests have been nothing around for the city of Chester. It hasn't been centered around COVID at all. We've been asked for a lot of grief counseling. That's been majority of it. And, with these 3 recent deaths with these children, it's just kind of hitting a little different. I think a lot of our youth are becoming desensitized to all the killings. And, I grew up close nearby. I grew up in Toby Farm, so, Chester Township. But
Right.
I'm a product of the Chester Upland School District, so I graduated from the academy years ago, 100 years ago. But when they had it open. But, my son was in the district, and we now live in Delaware. So, but he always played sports and things like that in Chester, and he still had a lot of connections to even the young man who was just killed, Naquise.
Yeah.
I apologize for saying his name incorrectly. But, he was an excellent athlete and just had so much potential, could have been one of the greats to come out of the city. And it's just so unfortunate. And I'm thinking because he's been so far removed for years that it's not affecting him as much, but I noticed like he shuts down. My son is 15 now, and I don't know if he has like a sense of guilt, like I'm removed from it, but also connected. And, these were his teammates and things like that. So just trying to make sure we stay connected with these youth. I think they need an outlet to kind of express their thoughts in a safe place.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's important to discuss the physical health, the COVID. It is important to get that message out, like, they really shouldn't be out. But at the same time, I think this is the larger picture right now.
So, Steve, one of the things that I'm curious about as a manager, or as you say, as a houser, how are you striking the balance, helping to strike a balance between socializing and physical distancing? I mean, that's a very tough place to have to play in, to say, yeah, we are building community, and at the same time, we are trying to be mindful, as April talked about, of the boundaries that make sense.
Well, one of the ways is by doing things like this, making the most of technology and keeping the lines of communication open. We are monitoring very closely, for example, what percentage of our residents have access to enough technology so they can be connected. In some ways, this can become a time of greater education and greater degree of becoming informed because you're stuck at home glued to a computer screen. Another part of that answer could be, as you said, we're housers. And we are living in a stay-at-home, under stay-at-home orders. So, when has housing ever been more important? So, a lot of our focus is keep coming to work every day, keep making sure we maintain the quality of the housing, because people are stuck in it whether they like it or not. So it's important that it doesn't fall apart.